up, everybody? It's Phil from Zade Comics. I am the writer and co-creator of Magic Hop, which is in demand on Indiegogo right now, and the upcoming project, The Lost Pages, which launches May 29th, and I'm just one half of the two best-looking brothers in all of comics. And today, we are back with a kind of review of sorts of the brand new comic, Vestige. And I wanted to show it in this little bubble wrap because it comes packaged extremely well, some of the best packaging, in a Gemini mailer with this kind of bubble wrap sleeve on it, and then in a bag and board. Very impressive. It's shipped with a sticker, a War Campaign sticker. As you guys know, if you don't, the boys from the War Campaign put this together. Get Hanzo, the writer of Vestige, Rowe, who was the editor-in-chief, and Donal, who did the art. We also have Steve Dye on editing as well. Let me take this out. Be able to hear that. And I didn't want to do like a critique because Gat, he's one of my buddies and a great writer in CG, and also one of my contemporaries. So I think, like, writers doing criticisms of other writers' work, especially if you're buddies, it's weird, and I feel weird doing that. But I want to talk about how much fun I had reading this book and how great the production quality is on this. Of course, when you're doing crowdfunding campaigns and you're starting off writing and creating comics, you want to experiment. The whole thing is an experiment with crowdfunding. It's all taking risks and trying out new things, because we're all so new at this. So what they did here on the cover is they had the spot UV. You'll be able to see here different areas of the book have what they call spot UV. So you see her necklace, the gun in the holster as well, and the logo here. As I turn it, you'll be able to see the different glare on those parts. And if you guys ever seen a classroom textbook that has a circle, maybe like a moon in the background, that shines differently than the rest of the book, that is what they're doing here with the spot UV. Now, I've heard mixed reviews on it. Some people like that on their books, some people don't, but it's all an experiment. When you're putting these books together, you want to put an extra bang for your buck on the book, and this is a really cool way of doing so. Trying out it in different areas is cool as well. We have this beautiful cover from Ethan Van Sciver of Maddie here, one of the characters in the book. And yeah, the book is lots of fun. It builds this great universe that could branch out into so many different directions. If you guys don't know about what the book's summary or synopsis story is, it's in this world very much like ours. Like, this could basically be the world we live in. And the difference about this world is there's different artifacts in the timeline, whether being swords, axes, different weapons, or jewels that imbue its wielder with different abilities, and they're called relics. And if these relics fall into the wrong hands, they have these collectors that, like Maddie is a hunter, and she hunts around. Her boss tells her to go out and find these relics and these people that are using them poorly, and they get collected. Maddie goes, collects them, and puts them in this big building for this basically secret organization that holds these relics in like this big museum. So that's what it's about. It's about a character named Charlie who stumbles upon a special dagger that is a relic, a knife, and his world, his life is not going too well, and once he finds this knife, it kind of takes a turn for the worse. So Maddie ends up trying to hunt him down as well, and that's where this story leads to. There's going to be lots of different volumes of Vestige. I know Gat and the boys are planning on, I think, 8 more after the second one. So I think he wants to do 10 of them. See the back, we have this beautiful War Campaign logo, CG only. He's got the barcode as well, which is really cool, very professional. This is printed by Mixum printers. They're the printing company we used for Magic Op as well. So if you guys got that book, you know this is some high quality printing. And the art inside is so cool. I really like the coloring on it with the action, and Donal did a really good job. The thing that I find kind of unique about this story is you could tell, Gat is really in charge of this. You could tell it's written by a writer, and there's a lot to read, Like, look at this page. Lots of narration here explaining the universe, explaining the different weapons, and Gat really has a control of the reins on this book. Donal's layouts, he's got some really cool page layouts in here. I don't want to give too much away, but there is a lot in this book, if you guys have been following Vestige, that you have not seen online. So you're going to get some good surprises, and you're going to be happy with this. Even though this is 48 pages, it's about 2 issues of mainstream comic if you're going by floppy issues, and it didn't seem like a quick read, and it didn't seem like a long read. It spun the yarn, which I dug. I hate sometimes if I pick up a floppy or a comic and I just speed through it and I'm like, there's no substance in there. But in Vestige you get a lot of substance, and it leads to a great ending where you're left wanting more, and he's going to explore more with the story. So I'm really excited about the second one, to see how everybody improves going forward, because again, you guys have to realize we're all like freshmen in doing this, myself, Gat as well. So the books going forward, we're all going to improve. We're going to learn from the last bit of writing we did and creating. I love this little pin up there of Maddie. Great stuff. The lettering is really good. Somni's a great letterer, and all around it was fun and exciting, because I'm excited to see this universe grow. So many possibilities you can go down with different relics, different weapons throughout history, and they're even pulling from mythology, which, if anyone knows me, I love mythology. And that double page spread, you saw all those weapons and explaining the universe. There's a lot of mythological background and history in those weapons. So yeah, definitely pick it up. It's still in demand, guys. So pick up Vestige. They just crossed $100,000, which is so cool. Congrats to those guys. Great buddies of mine. And Zade Comics is definitely going to support everything those guys do. And be on the lookout for their next project, which the mailing list for is launching this Sunday. So if you guys are watching this, Sunday you'll be able to go check out the CG Jumpstart magazine mailing list on Indiegogo. We are featured in there, my brother and I, an article and report groups, short story in that, so check that out. And leave a comment below. You guys read this? You guys digging it? I think you should pick it up. So like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys next time. Have you guys signed up for the Lost Pages yet? It's the next graphic novel out by Zade Comics. Head on over to the launch page and read about all the awesome heroes in the book, and sign up to get a free trading card when you back it. Link in the description below.